everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Redskins coming in at 9-5, going up against the Raiders, who come in at 9-5.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Number 32, ball on return.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
They find some open field here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Wide, ain't it?
Let's go, let's go.
Go.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On play action, Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Jared Davis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
4 down. Alert.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go. Kill.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Crash.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here.
Double tight, double tight. Double tight. Three down. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
54, wide eight. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Run.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Two tights.
Kill. Here we go, kill.
Three
Here we go.
down.
Wide eight.
Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket to the sideline. And wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Double tight.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Three down. Odd.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide eight. Gun.
Check three.
Prescott from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Better drop something else, baby. You ran into a brick wall, baby.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Three down.
What do you think?
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Go.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Tight end right.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Alert. Three down.
Here we go. Going to 50.
Watch the twist.
Here we go. Wide eight. Gun. Here we go. Kill. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Nice hit, baby. Tight end left.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 50.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Kill.
We got 4.
Gun. There we go. Gun.
Jack 31. Jam him.
Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go.
Single, single. Single, single.
Gun.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Gun.
Check,
Here we go.
check,
Go on to
check,
54. Go on to 54. Wide 80.
Throwing, Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Redskins send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Now let's go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go now. 319.
Check.
319.
Who do you want? Who do you want?
Slot man moves right. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way down to the 9. A big run that time by Elliott. 61 yards on the ground. First and goal here from the 9.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's
Here
right.
we go now. Detroit.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
On second down, Elliott. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They're going to 53. Switch. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Here we go, going to 54, going to 53. Here we go, going to 53.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Solo out there, check the outs out there.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Check 42, man, that's good.
His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Wide 80.
4 down.
Gun.
25, check 25, check 25.
Gun.
Switch.
Prescott now.
Switch.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Redskins send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now here come the Raiders. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Man left. We
Hurry up, here we go.
Three, fellas.
They
Blue 90.
start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got some space here. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run that time by Elliott. 77 yards.
Hey, right, Roger.
Now let's go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That's what
Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And here come the Redskins now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
SOS. Gun.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
They're going to 53.
Check 37. Check 37.
They're going to 53.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Prescott. And this one's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Gun.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. They're going to 53.
Check 4.
They're going to 53.
Check the backer.
Here we go. Going to 54. Watch twist.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go.
Watch tight end.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54.
Check. 3 down.
Waiting.
Check 43.
Gun. Waiting.
Check. Fresno.
Fresno.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
This is taken around the 12. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession.
4 down.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Tight end left, tight end left.
Set! Blue 90!
3 down, 3 down.
Blue 90! Detroit!
No.
Detroit!
Off.
Over! Detroit!
Hey,
Detroit!
Watch it.
Hurry up, here we go!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pick up there as that extends this drive.
Hey. We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Set! 3-19! Over!
Alert. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Tight right.
Set!
We got 4.
Blue 90!
We got 4.
Detroit! Back now! No. Check! Patriot!
The slot man in motion right.
Hey, turn it up. Hey,
Watch it now, Barney!
check 24. Watch 24.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They go play action. Trubisky. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Tight end right.
Now let's go! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got 3
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky.
Watch the shit. Hey.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a single first down. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Here we go. Here we go. Going to 53.
Tackle.
Got it.
Tackle.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. Kill.
Back.
To throw is Prescott. Room past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Crash. Woo! Yeah, baby. Got double tight.
Here we go. 180.
3 down.
Kill.
Check 26.
There we go. Going to 53.
Kill.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and if he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
You go tight.
Here we go.
You got tight right there.
Prescott yet again. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's
Here we
right.
go. 180. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
53's Mike. Check 53.
Here's Prescott.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the
Into a
pass.
double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Watch right. We got right.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A first down carry by Elliott.
Go. Let's run.
And some Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert?
Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Right. Strong right. Strong right.
Set. Blue 90.
Check.
Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Gotta do better.
Detroit.
Come on, QB. Come on.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down.
Check safety.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Leopard.
51's the mic.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now watch run.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Check.
On second down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Strong right.
Here we go now. Green. Leopard.
Check three. Motion.
Black 90. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Whip.
Watch it now, Barney.
On third down, Trubisky. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. There he goes inside the 30. Cuts it out to the sideline. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Gun! All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney!
Watch twist.
Now it's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And they're going to go soft on the corner. Second and goal from the 5. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll.
Give me the bell. Give me the bell.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up there. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
10th carry now for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Set! 319! 319! Watch it now, Barney!
Come.
Detroit! Leopard!
Here's Trubisky. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it with Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10.
Here they
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Now let's go.
Now Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
You got him.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
We're going to 54. Wide 80. There we go. Wide 80. Kill.
Watch the run.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short, but sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
6 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Redskins. Back now at FedEx Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
There we go.
Hey.
We're going to 53.
Got three down. Shift.
Here we go. Going to 54.
Hey, alert 3.
Then we're going to 53.
Check 31.
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And some room to roam now. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up.
Prescott off play action. Rolling to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They're going to 53. They're going to 54. Going to 54. Wide 80. They're going to 54. Wide 80.
Check.
Gun.
Switch.
On third down, it's Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Off the play fake, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Double tight.
There we go. Wide 80.
3 down.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Here we go. Wide 80. Kill. They're going to 54. Wide 80. Here we go.
Prescott now from the 50. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Kill.
And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Second down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing, Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, you got to get moving, man. Let's get that.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Over!
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Man left, man left.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
We're going to 54. Wide.
Double up.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
3 down.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's
Here we
Mike.
go. Going to 54. Wide 80. Gun. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got three, fellas. We got three.
A first down throw for Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Here we go. Kill.
Three down. Kill. 6 guys.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A second down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Oakland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.